everybody, this is Teri from Sweet Pea Papers, the Sweet Pea Papers Facebook group, the Junk Journal Tutorials and More Facebook group, and the Junk Journal and Paper Crafts Facebook group. So this is our annual Teeny Weeny Halloweeny book, and it's actually our 5th annual Teeny Weeny Halloweeny. I love saying that. One of my friends says, if you say that one more time, I'm going to kill you. So then I had to start calling it my little Halloween book, which, if you say that over and over again, then what's the difference? I'm just kidding. Anyway, so we got the little pages cut out. We talked about how to get this size, and we did the front cover, which is, of course, it's not the front cover, it's the cover of the first signature. And then we got this little page done with this little tiny pocket. So we're going to go, I've got all of the pages for this signature laid out and ready to go. So we're just going to keep going and do as many as we can in each video. I'm not really sure how many videos this is going to be. It's a 2 signature book, well, hardcover book, little journal, because there's little journaling places to write, and there are places to write in the journal. And then we're going to have a center section as well to help fill out the spine. Okay, so page 3 is right here. And what we're going to do is we're going to make a little flip up. Okay, so these are our 3 pieces. We are going to I think this is the back of the flap, and this is the back paper. Oh, I didn't ink it. I was so busy laying them out during my craft and chat with my friends yesterday that I didn't ink anything. Well, they're little bitty. No, actually, they're teeny weeny. This is big for teeny weeny, but the images were so cool that let's see, I don't want to ink those until we cut them to size. Okay, so we're going to take this paper and we're going to make a flip up on this page, and then we're going to paper both sides. So let me get my chalk pencil out. So I want the flip up to be next to him. Let's see. No, I think I want the flip up to be the page width because of this image here. Otherwise, we'd have to cut it down, and I really like it. Okay, so let's okay. And we're going to leave this the length that it is. Is that enough to bend over? Let me do it this way. Okay, so it's going to be this wide, but we need enough to fold over to make the flip. So let's make it this long. And those of you who haven't watched me before may not know that I have a giant paper trimmer, so it doesn't go on the workspace. It's one of those big ones with the double rails, and it weighs 6 pounds. So I'll not be carrying that back and forth, plus it would take up the whole thing and more. So we've got this, so now let's score it. Let me see, let's mark where the image is. We're going to, oh, you know what, I did that wrong. No, I didn't. We're not going to be able to have a border on this. Because it'll be bigger than the page. So I am going to have to cut a little bit off of this. I should be using the flip. Just enough so that we have a black border around. That works out all right because all I'm doing is cutting the black off the edges of this. Okay, that should do it. Now, of course, I have to ink it. And we have to put a little magnet on the back of this. That looks good. All right, let's put it down at the bottom. Let's score it right there where the line is. This is 65-pound cardstock that I use for this and for this. If I were to, sorry about that, I was turning the other way. If I was to score this way up here, then the flap would kind of stick out. It'd be harder, you know, with the magnet. So we're going to fold it. Then we're going to miter the corners, which just means cutting them in at an angle. Okay. Cut this one down a little bit. Let's put our magnet on there. Now I save all these broken pieces. You know, this is actually big enough. I'm just wondering if I should, I'll just use bigger pieces. Yeah, there's a half of one. These are 10 millimeter around by 1 millimeter thick, and they break easily. So that's why I save all the little pieces, because you never know when you need what? A teeny weeny magnet. Okay. So now we get to ink them again. Oops. glued on there. And we can glue this on here. And I've got tons of tiny pumpkins and things like that to put throughout, but I kind of like to see the layout, and then I go back and put all the little pumpkins and stuff on sometimes. Yeah, see, that turned out with a nice black border around it. Whoops. You have to make sure to erase everything off of this black because it shows up. Did I cut this one down? Yeah, that was the first one I cut. Okay. Oh, I did this backwards. I was going to put this on the front. It's alright. It'll be alright. This has got glue on it right now. Oh, but I cut it. So it's too narrow. So I'm going to have to make it the top. You know what I mean? I already cut it narrow. Okay. These white chalk pencils are very handy. You should get one. They're not very expensive, and I think they come in packs of 2. Okay. I use Scotch tape to hold my magnets down. I don't bother with the glue too because it's either going to be glued to this paper or there's going to be paper glued over it. And once you do that, it's not going to go anywhere. See, I wrote magnet on there. Forgot this big ring slides around, crash bang on the glass. These pages seem kind of big. That's kind of funny, the bump from the magnet underneath. Oh, no it isn't. It's not funny at all. Didn't quite get close enough to the edge. Now glue's gonna gush out. Okay. I didn't write down what page 4 was going to be. Well, it looks to me as though I was going to make a flip out. I don't really want to put the flip out next to the... Alright, let's put the writing page here. We'll put the flip out on page... Oops. What did I do? There it is. It's like, what's going on? There's 5. Let's do that. Oh, this. We're going to make this page 4. And we'll make this page 5. I don't have any thinner paper, or I would make a little envelope flip out. I mean thinner black paper, I should say. Because the envelope made with the 65-pound cardstock. It would be very thick. Yeah, these pages are too wide. Glue eraser. That's what this is called. You can get them at Amazon. I think mine was $3 and something. They last forever. I've had this for almost 6 years, and all I've used is the little corners. Okay, so let's repeat the same thing we did on page 3. On page 5, only it's going to open out to the side. Now, I think I want this to be, I know this is the back of the flap. And that's, I've got this down as the front and this down as the page. So we won't have to trim this one. So you didn't write that on the backs of the other ones. Okay. So that's not what I want to do. This is the page. This is the front. We want the flap on the side. Let's go ahead and cut this down a little bit. Okay, I want it to be the same height as this. Ooh, it's the only thing about chalk pencils, they make that squeaky noise. Occasionally, like chalk on a blackboard screeches. Now, I was getting 2 pages, well, 4 pages, but two of these per page when I cut them out of an 8.5 by 11, and that gives you one of these, well, 2 of these off each page. So just use those for your little flip ups and stuff, and obviously don't let them go to waste. They're pretty good sized for these little pages. So let's I'm going to score it right here. And it needs to open out this way because you want it to open away from the fold, you know, away from the spine. Gave myself a little bit more space this time. Get it right this time. Look at my notes on the backs of the papers. Thought I trimmed this one down already. I did. Yeah, it's not inked. That's what it was. In case you're wondering, I'm not measuring. I'm eyeballing. Now this is just stitching. It's not a spiral. So I think I want to put it on the outside. Did I ink all these and then I'll trim them down and ink them again? I think I did. We're going to need a magnet on this one too, which I almost forgot. Do you see my light flicker? Very spooky. These end up being fat because they're small, and when you put the magnets and stuff in, it really makes it thick. I love these images. This pumpkin has little buttons on it. Somebody stuck buttons on their pumpkin. We needed this to be narrower so that we could grab it and flip it open in the spine area. So when you're making yours, make it a little bit narrower. The black part, or the flip part. But since we made these pages a little big, or I made these pages a little big, I can slide it out further. Yeah, I think. Yeah, that's right. I actually do have an envelope made out of this paper. Yeah. I doing? This is going to be the center. Didn't really mean to do that. Makes it harder for me to cut it, actually. There's this mess that I have here. Makes it easier to be done when you're done to clean up. When you're done, you just have a book in the middle of the glass. I want to put this over here, I think. I wasn't going to do anything on that, but then we're just not really doing anything on the pages. So, of course, you know, this is just a little fun thing that we're going to do. Doesn't necessarily have to be complicated. Yeah, every page I put on here, it's making me madder and madder. I didn't start out going, oh, this is a little big, and sliding them in. Then I could have trimmed the whole outside edge. But let's put an acetate pocket on this. I've only got a very small amount left. I thought I had it, and I have a little black dot on here. Now, you don't want to glue this acetate directly onto the black. You will see the glue even after it dries. Just so you know, if you're ever using this paper or color paper. Color of paper. Could have made a card. I cut one of those big ones down. We have a little pre-made card. Next card we'll need to, but I don't want to stick it into the glue. No, and then we're down to 3 minutes. So let's say 5 pages is all we're going to get done. Shoot. Okay, so we got this one done. It flips up. We don't have any decoration or anything on them yet. I love that pumpkin guy. And then we got our writing page on. Then we did our flip out page. And we did our acetate pocket page. And then we did the other side of our center. Let's see. Okay, we should be able to finish this signature in the next video. If not, you know, move on to the next part. Okay, so that's what we got done today in our Teeny Weeny Halloweeny book. And I will see you in video 3. And that will be, usually I publish Monday, Wednesday, Friday. This is video 2, so video 3 is on a Friday usually. And I will see you then. Thanks for hanging out with me. Oh, there's our timer. Bye-bye.